And after we place the disk, you have a reduction super significant because all the devices works with less energy. So it's an energy efficiency response. The same with the magnetic flux. The same with the signal, because we can see the whole spectrum using specific professional tools. We can see the whole window of frequencies. When we place the disk, this happens. You only keep the signal you are requiring. The rest is overlapping, is gone. And for instance, this is a before and after. The red is good because you are taking interference. You have to green is bad. So we have different tools and we have different conditions, because when we go, for instance, this podcast space, interacting with different electronic devices, we need to be sure that the scans are properly made. You are understanding the whole space, the near field exposure, and all the frequency that are interacting there. So we run the scan and we have different, but this is the best for us. The activity level of environment in BioWell is incredible. When I get more involved in this, thanks to one of the first training course in the University of Atlantic, something like that, in Grupo Tuban in Spain. I registered there with my wife, and I did research trying to see, okay, if you have an empty space, no persons, what happened with the activity level of the environment? It needs to be quiet, but there is plants in the space. What happened? And I go to a very polluted place with 500 Wi-Fi signals in the Brickell area of Miami. And I try to measure this. And then I place the disk. And I start to see difference. So I build a protocol for this. The activity level of the environment, this is variations very crazy. But when you push, you see in different locations, it's like this. Unstable, like this. It's like a dead. We put the water, it's like a dead water. It's affecting the water. It's affecting the water in our cells. The people are living there. And we have this response when we place the disk. You can see it. After 20-25 minutes, the activity level of environment is controlled. It goes to a meditation state. We run tests in young people making calls. And there is a variation with one finger test, and it's reduced just to 6%, below 10%. It's in the beginning, right, they received the heat. They were making a call and placing here, direct to the heart. Very crazy, but it was for the study we were making with 10 subjects. So we had different studies. Also with water, I'm looking forward. I love the video around water. The structure I love it. I love it really. In Dr. Krishna, I'm looking forward to know more about it. By serendipity, this material with the nanoparticle of gold produce this nanomagnetic behavior, super coherent, get a response on the water. The water responds to this. And my first thought on this was, okay, send it to Dr. K. And I send it to him, and the simple disk. And I don't have a clue what's going to happen, because that's science. I don't know. Let's see the data. After he gets the results and he sent it to me, congratulations, Joaquin, I say, okay, let's go deep in this and what we can learn about this. And we go deep. And for instance, this was in my home, we start with this. After we get the result, the same week, we start to do experiments. And we have this plant, it was almost die. Because we moved, it was placed close to electrical high voltage line. So this is the response. We start to feed it with the structured water, with the material. And this is the response. 2 months. Start to grow. 5 months. Bam. Very, very, very important for us, because it was in a before and after. And nowadays, we are doing so many things. But now we're open to learn more, because we're not the expert in the field. We're just doing experiments, okay? And our customers are also doing experiments. But yeah, we receive